Hello everyone and welcome to Battle of the Beasts New Generation episode number 32. Today I got two more beasts to fight here, and even though you guys already know what the beasts are, judging by the title of the video, I am still going to do what I've been doing so far this entire round and introducing them in probably what I would see now as a really good way, but then look back at it and absolutely cringe. The first opponent, representing Series 17, the Broken Star. And the winner of the very first New Generation battle of Episode 1, it's Gryph the Feathered Fiend. Yeah. Woo! Gryph, let's go! And in the other corner, representing Series 24, the Blood of the Beasts. What killed Krytor in episode 11. Episode 11, the whole 10 battles after Gryph beaten Zulok. Yeah, bear with me, beaten Krytor in episode 11. It is, wait for it, pause for Morax So, Gryph versus Morax. So this seems like a battle that seems worth narrating. If it helps, I'm self-aware of the fact that this is really cringy. I don't know if that helps in any way. I hope it does. Yeah, okay. So with that, this fight, I don't know where I'm going to put this. I'm tempted to say... I'm tempted to say the Central Plains. Because, the jungle is more like a humid, warm temperature like Morax has fought in. But Gryph is a, obviously, as you can tell by the cover, a more of an icy related beast, which is cold. So, I'm going to go with the Central Plains as that seems more like a humid, warmish temperature. Which it seems like a combination of both. The best I can do anyway. So, yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Gryph versus Morax in the Central Plains. But first, let's get to the stats.
Gryph, the Feathered Fiend. In the borderlands of Gwildor are 4 beasts charged with the duty of protecting the Broken Star, a magical amulet of immense power. Beasts like the giant bird Gryph, her wings tipped with the crystal blades who will stop at nothing to keep it out of the hands of evildoers. I gotta say, with these type of stats on here, I'm looking forward to see how this fight goes. Of course, we've got ourselves Gryph, and she is a very formidable opponent with those icicle appendages there that I would assume are of these, those like spike appendages that pop out. But aside from that, I think it's going to be an interesting fight. As you can see by the bladed wings, the loud screech attack, the ice beam, and the talons, and a few other abilities on that roster, it's a pretty good set. Along with these stats, I think it's going to be a very close fight, so let's see how it is. Let's get on with it.
Morax, the wrecking menace. This armored brute can roll into a ball of interlocking plates and destroy anything in his path, and one flick of his blue tongue is enough to send a foe flying. Looking at these awesome stats that will drive a man crazy, his intimidating state of being a pangolin, you can tell you're in for quite a surprise. Immune to fire, ball form, burrowing underground, even in the ball form, poisonous tongue, sharp fangs, claws, and horns, and not to mention the armored plating, you are down for your luck when you face Morax, the pangolin beast. So let's see how he does in the tournament.
3, 2, 1! Battle!
Gryph versus Morax. Let's get into this. So, as I said, the battle will be on the Central Plains. I am not going to waste 5 minutes of your time before we actually get to the battle like I did in the last episode, which I absolutely do regret. And I do not know why I'm acting like this. I am mentally unstable. I feel like it anyway. So, with that being said, let's get into this video. So, okay, as Gryph is just flying around the Central Plains, wait.
What the hell was that?
He hears a sort of rumbling of sorts. He scours the area and sees a giant ball of armour making its way towards Gryph. Well, making its way towards the centre of the Central Plains, because they're in the centre of the kingdom. So, yeah, I don't know if you can hear this, but I do not know what is wrong with me today. I really do not. Hope I get better. So, yeah, Morax is rolling his way towards the centre of the plains. Gryph decides to have a little fun with this, rolling, and shoots an ice beam down directly in front of Morax, creating and just dragging it along to the path where Morax will be going, creating an ice path in which Morax rolls over, just breaking it entirely, but also causing the ball of Morax to just turn a bit to where, uncontrolled by Morax, to where he just spinning out of control. Gryph stops with the ice beam path, and Morax keeps rolling, and to the point where he just comes off the ice path, gets back up, feeling a bit dizzy and dazed, sees Gryph, and is instantly greeted by another ice beam coming his way, to which he curls up into a ball, and the armoured plating on him just deflects the ice beam, causing multiple ice spots to appear on the ground, or some even going back towards Gryph, which Gryph is able to dodge. Gryph realises that he has the upper hand by being at a distance, and realising if he can keep at that distance, he'll be fine. So, I'm not showing bias, I promise. Okay, so, I don't know how I'm going to continue this battle. Morax comes out of his ball, and is greeted by Gryph just doing Gryph's thing. I'm just going to check another ability on Gryph with the stats on his episode. Hold on. Okay. So, okay. I can't cause a hailstorm like I wanted, but okay. Gryph shoots another ice beam towards Morax, in which Morax decides to counter by just bending his head down, causing this armoured plates he has to deflect it. But because he is not laid flat like he was in the ball, it goes in all directions going upwards, some of which is deflecting onto other parts of it, to where it's just ricocheting off the spines multiple times, makes its way down to the back of Morax, but gets deflected, and shoots right back up to Gryph, in which Gryph didn't see it coming, and he just hits Gryph directly in the wing. Gryph lets out a screech in pain, causing Morax to shake his head a bit, and falls down just a bit, falls down close to the ground just to regain himself, and is greeted by Morax rolling up into a ball, rolling up towards Gryph, in which Gryph is able to just dive out of the way. Morax pops back up and goes to scratch towards Gryph, in which Gryph is able to dodge it and scratch with one of her talons, and flapping one of his wings towards Morax, using the blades inside his wings to just slash at one of Morax's front paws, causing Morax yell or bellow in pain, causing blood to just drip. And we're going to say he's a cool beast by giving him black blood. Yeah, because if a beast has black blood, then it is evil. Yeah.
Sure.
That's how things work here. Things make no sense. Well, yeah, that's because I'm hosting this tournament. Hey, basically, if I host this tournament, anything goes. Anything can happen.
Or anything goes.
Really.
Really?
Really. So, Morax, in retaliation, goes to snap at Gryph, but pulls back at the last minute, causing Gryph to flinch. Morax sticks out his tongue, just jabbing Gryph, but not really causing any injury. But if you know Morax well enough, you'll know that his tongue is poisonous. So Gryph was not feeling any immediate pain. Starts feeling a bit. I'm gonna quote one of my favourite characters from Scream here.
I'm feeling woozy here.
So Gryph starts Gryph's vision starts blurring up a bit to where he could just make out the outline of Morax, in which Gryph shoots an ice beam towards Morax, but using Morax's injured paw, he lifts it up, causing the ice beam to hit Morax directly on the wound, to which it causes Morax some pain, but actually freezes over the wound, which makes it feel a lot better for Morax, and he's still able to use it. And he lifts up his paw to where it just hits towards Gryph, to where it just slashes at his feathers on his chest, knocking him backwards. And Gryph gets back up, only to be greeted by Morax stampeding towards him. Gryph, realising he's got his work cut out, decides that he's going to try something a bit different. So he's waiting for Morax to get up close to him, and dives out of the way, using both his wings to slash at Morax's front paw, to where he uses so much force to where it just slices right through the skin and bone. Yes, Morax has a thick hide, thick fur. Yes, I'm aware of that. But I'm saying Gryph has the strength to slice right through it. This is okay. I'm allowed to do whatever I want here. Okay, this is my tournament. I can do what I want. Yeah.
No, this is bullshit.
Of course I do try to make the most sense I can, but okay. Tell you what. To be fair, Gryph goes for a few slices. This is like multiple blades at the same time going for the same spot. Gonna work. Slices right through the bone, just causing Morax's paw to come off completely. Morax yells in pain and reaches back with his other claw, just knocking Gryph backwards. Gryph gets back up, knowing that would happen, shoots an ice beam at the ground as Morax is barreling towards him, well, stampeding. And the ice path created, Morax's nub, let's say, gets on it, and he just slips to where Morax just crashes to the ground, in which Gryph uses that opportunity to fly towards Morax and land on some of his spikes, to which Gryph uses his blades to start slashing at the back of Morax's neck. Morax curls up into a ball and starts rolling. Gryph loses his grip on the armoured platings, but unfortunately for Gryph though, he wasn't very cautious about his tail feathers, to which a couple of them get stuck in between the plating, and Gryph, trying to fly away, realising he's about to get squashed, he uses his wings to slice right through the tail feathers, and using his talons he jumps out of the way, to which he gets back up to see what would have been him, just a giant path made by Morax. Morax goes out of the ball to see the carnage he's created, but is surprised to see Gryph still alive and away from where he was. Out of that confusion, Gryph immediately shoots an ice beam towards Morax, to which Morax just turns his head to where it covers up the wound on the back of his neck, and then stampeding towards him, Gryph goes to shoot another ice beam towards Morax's nub to make another ice path for him to slip over. This time Morax is cautious about that, so instead of going on the path, he actually just moves his arm inwards to where he learned from his mistake there. And actually just strikes Gryph directly with his head, knocking Gryph backwards. And going up towards Gryph again, Morax lifts up one of his remaining paws and just slices at Gryph again, just slashing off even more feathers, causing a whole bunch of blood to gush out of his chest. At this point, the poison that is already infecting Gryph is taking more effects now. Gryph is struggling to get back up. And Morax, lifting his paw, pins Gryph down by the chest. And using his mouth, he bites down on Gryph's neck and pulls as hard as he can while still pinning Gryph down. To the point where a snap is heard, Gryph's body goes limp, and the flesh of Gryph's neck just comes right off.
Off with your head!
So with that being said, Morax has decapitated Gryph. And if that's not obvious already, and I really hate to say this because I was rooting for Gryph, Gryph has lost. And Morax has won. Now, I know as the host of this tournament, I'm not actually allowed to root for any beasts that I want to win or show bias towards them. But even if I was just rooting for someone, it still hurts to know that they are going to lose this fight. And I would say for the stats here, for my little stats here, as a percentage chance for each one probably going to win, I see it as an 85 to 15. I just see Morax winning against Gryph more than Gryph winning against Morax. And of course, I wanted to try and find as many possible options for where Gryph could win. But I couldn't. Because Morax's armoured plating and his sheer strength, Gryph can't do anything. The best ability he had to even have a chance against Gryph, Morax, doesn't even injure him. It just makes him slip over or just deflects it back at him. I did not see a chance in Gryph winning. And that sucks. Lucas knew I didn't want to do this fight because he knew that I knew Morax was going to win. And Gryph wasn't. I put on my big boy pants though. And I just marched through that battle knowing Gryph was going to lose. And for that, I salute Gryph goodbye. You gave a great debut battle against Zulok. Zulok, I'll give you some credit as well. But unfortunately, due to poor matchups, Gryph lost. And I know that's showing a bit of bias, but calm down. The bias I'm showing is to a beast that lost. So, that honestly sucks. It really does. I'm actually really upset about that. But this is all the Battle of the Beast videos I'll be doing for today, and probably for now, as you can probably tell by how much I'm yelling. He's home alone. That's how I prefer to record these videos. I don't like recording Battle of the Beast when I'm not home alone. Because I know I can get a bit too excited. I can start yelling, using all my imagination. Parents on the other side of that door over there just thinking, what is he on? So that's why I prefer to record it alone. Preferably any of my videos I prefer to record alone. But this series especially, this is where I get crazy. And as you can tell, this is an example. But it sucks to see Gryph lose. But I knew Gryph wasn't going to win. And I came to terms with that. I can't get over it though. But with that being said, if you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the little notification bell down in the corner below. Let me know if the beast you're still rooting for is still in the tournament. And until then, peace out.